All right, Tone, it is time to get to the final topic, the main event, if you will.
It's Mania week.
Dude, it is WrestleMania week, the 40th anniversary, WrestleMania XL.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big one.
Yep.
There's a lot of buzz behind this one.
Mm-hmm.
The people, the fans are hyped. This looks like there is another Nick Cage Lords of War coming out.
Underrated movie, in my opinion.
Lords of War. Is that the one with him and
Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hawke, yes. Yes.
Underrated.
Underrated indeed. So obviously, Tone, there are several matches going on this weekend.
There is.
A lot of stuff going on. We don't want to get too deep. Good night, Britt. Thanks for hanging out, girl. Hope you feel better.
Leave the door unlocked.
See you tomorrow night for Monkey Man. But Tone, there's a couple matches that you wanted to talk about specifically. There's some real obviously, again, the card looks very impressive.
Yeah, 2 nights of
Top to bottom.
WrestleMania. When they started this at first, years ago, I was like, really, are we doing that? But I mean, it's been fun. I think early on, or at times, it feels like it's too much. But listen, this is the first WrestleMania. I did watch last year's. This is the first one in a long time where I'm like really excited because it's full on Triple H, Nick Khan, like they're doing their thing. No, we will not speak of is involved at all.
Yep. I'm
really excited for this year. The build-up's been great. A lot of good stuff going on. Just overall super hype. Very, very hype.
Joseph, take care, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man. All right, so Tone, the first one we're going to take a look at, this is the first matchup, the one I'm probably going to see on Saturday night when I come by. The ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tell me what you're digging about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynn.
What don't I dig about when it comes to Rhea Ripley?
Yeah, right,
if you want
exactly.
the truth,
Your socks
very
love 'em.
honestly, she could stilettos in my balls. I don't care. But big fan. I've loved watching her rise and her do her thing. She's an it factor. She's different. She's alt. She's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
I absolutely just love everything that she's doing. And, to boot, she's a great wrestler. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't feel like you often see people this early and young in their career at the top level of WWE doing what they're doing, but she did it. She got herself over so well, So this is definitely something I'm really excited about. And again, like I said earlier, Becky Lynch is a veteran at this point. She's been through it all. She's tested. She is the man. She will be the man in this match. But I don't know who's gonna win. I do think that they're gonna keep Rhea strapped up. I think they're going to keep her going. I got a feeling potentially that there is going to be a turn. I think she's going to be a little less bad guy, maybe coming out of this, maybe their side, she might be a good guy. I think it's time for her. The Judgment Day that she's with that faction, she is levels above them.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if her and Dom just kind of continue doing their thing. And even if she didn't keep him around, he's got his own heat, but she don't need them. I hope it's time for her to kind of break away. I could be wrong in that, maybe not, but she doesn't need anybody.
Right.
She doesn't need anybody at all. It almost at this point seems trivial that she has them with her because I forget about it even as well too. The halftime not even together, it seems like. So, but Becky Lynch is coming in. She's ready for a fight. I mean, she has proven time and time again that she is a great champion. This is going to be an amazing match. The women's division in WWE, like, I don't know if necessarily across the board it's as good as some of the other ones. I think that'd be a fair debate, but it's just they have some really, really good top talent in WWE in the women's division, and these are two of them right here. So
you mentioned how Ripley has kind of ascended the ranks pretty quickly to be a big figure within WWE.
Yeah.
What about her style do you think makes her stand out so much that it's helped her make that ascension?
She's very self-aware, especially of the internet and the simping as well too. She knows that people simp hard over her, and she plays into it. She's a great showman. She's as again somebody, especially when you're not a good guy. You really have to grab people in when it comes to talking on the mic.
Yeah.
She's really good at doing that. She can wrestle really solid. Her and Charlotte last year, their match when she took the strap from Charlotte was one of the best matches that entire weekend, period. And Charlotte Flair is also renowned as one of the best, women wrestler today, period.
Sure.
I mean, she's the daughter of Ric Flair, so they put on a fucking barn burner of a match. And, just everything that she does, whether it's her being more of a brawler or, being more a little technical or whatever it is, she just has like a good all around repertoire of what she does, and it's really entertaining to watch.
Gun to your head, do you think Ripley's going to come away with it?
I do. I think she is so fucking lava hot right now that it would be crazy still yet to put it on Becky. I think maybe at some point this year's potential she may lose the strap, but Becky's already over. Becky's proved it. Becky doesn't need the belt.
Right.
The chase is always the best part when it comes to getting these belts. That's when it's most exciting. But Rhea overall has been an effective championship holder. She's defended it well. She's entertaining. She is still lava fucking hot. Don't take it off her.
Right. Okay. Well, that's fair. No, there's a lot of buzz building up behind this fight. This is Saturday night.
Yeah, this is Saturday night. This is one of the top two I'm excited about.
All right. Up next, we have the triple threat.
Yeah, the triple threat match. Now, listen, it's funny to have a match in here still to hear Logan Paul being involved at all. But I got to tell you,
is he the one fighting Tyson?
No, that's his brother, Jake.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I'm so tired of the Pauls, but go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. And I get that. But Logan, for all intents and purposes, has been amazing as a wrestler. The dude is a natural athlete. He caught on quick. He takes it seriously, and he does a really good job. And honestly, like, I listen, he's entertaining. You know? I mean, even his promo work for being a dude that just got into the business, like, he's comfortable on a mic. So, I mean, he might not be the most entertaining when he's on it, when he's doing his wrestling thing, but, like, he holds himself way better than some people that could ever get themselves
I was going to say,
Tricky.
I talked to Tricky about this the other day at work. He said he's
it's
just
weird.
A phenomenal
he's a
wrestler.
phenomenal. He's a big, tall, athletic dude, and it works really well. And when we saw these three in the Elimination Chamber, listen, Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, is one of my all-time favorite wrestling characters of all time. Period. Like, huge fan. Love Randy Orton. Have since pretty much day one with him. I also really love Kevin Owens. He's also another one of my current like favorite wrestlers too. All time, I don't know yet, but like these guys like together collectively, I think this is going to be a great match. Like in the Elimination Chamber, because Kevin Owens does bits. He's kind of a funny guy. He's one of the best in the world on the mic. You get him mic'd in his hand, you want him talking because he's fucking hilarious. He's quick-witted. The stuff that he was doing with Randy Orton, like in the Elimination Chamber and shit, they were doing bits back and forth as well too. This is going to be a very entertaining match. Like, I don't know who's going to get the belt. I don't know if they'll just keep it on Logan. Maybe it'll switch. It doesn't matter to me. I just think it's going to be a very entertaining, fun match to watch because, we're all going to be waiting for it. We're all going to want to see RKO or 2 or 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to want to see fucking, Kevin Owens do some outlandish thing or flip somebody off or, a stunner of some sort. But, this is going to be a fun match. I don't care who the belt lands on.
Gun to your head.
I want to be entertained.
Gun to your head.
Gun to my head. Fuck. I think even though Randy's had a lot of belts, I think being that he was gone for so long, he's back. He's kind of in the tussle.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the argument that he doesn't need to take a belt, but at the same time, fucking give him another fucking belt. Like, he's entertaining as fuck. Let him defend it for a little bit. Have it for a couple months or whatever. I don't know. It's always good. I think Kevin Owens would be the one to benefit the most from it. They've already put it on Logan Paul. He's benefited from that.
Right.
And he's not there all the time as well, too. So I don't see why they would keep building him up because his run in WWE isn't going to be forever. This is it's a temporary thing. So maybe it's already time to take it off him as well too. So I do want to get the chat. So Jeff said that his wife said the same when I was talking about Rhea Ripley. Yeah, she would leave for Ripley. I can completely understand that as well too. Jeff says Rhea won't be the only member of Judgment Day with a singles belt coming out of Mania. I think you're probably right on that as well too. I think there's a good chance of who is it? Is it Dom? Who's got the man? Why am I forgetting it either way? But and Jeff says he feels like he could retain more than the other two, and I agree with that. Like that's a fair perspective. That's why I said if they do it, I can see why they do it, but they don't need to. He could keep it. Somebody else could take it. I just want to be entertained during the match.
Okay. No, that's fine. No, I don't know much about Logan Paul. I respect your and Trick's opinion of him. I mean, he's a great wrestler. He's a great wrestler. I do hope his brother just gets the living shit kicked out of him against Tyson.
Oh, absolutely.
I hope Jake just gets pummeled. Yeah. Like even if the script is set up to where like, hey, it's a draw and people will do, I hope Tyson's like, no, I'm gonna just fucking kill this dude in the ring.
Yeah.
Please let Tyson do his thing. One more time.
Yeah, I like that. That's all about making money, and I understand that. And a lot of times, these great matches like these are set up to make. It's about making money.
Yeah.
Even if you can't win,
but
it's about putting
Tyson
money in your
was my
pocket.
childhood, dude.
Well, not only that, but I'm saying like doing that stuff is fine and dandy. But when you put Tyson on the opposite of the ring of you, that's a whole different level. That guy can punch through your fucking skull.
And I kind of hope he does.
So we'll see.
I literally want to see him beat the living shit out of him.
Probably gonna punch his through. Right, it's gonna be like a hole, like What's that fucking movie? I don't know. Punch a hole through his face.
I don't know. It sounds fucking painful, though, and I kind of hope he experiences that.
Yeah.
All right, Tone, we have 2 more matches we're going to talk about, arguably the 2 biggest matches of WrestleMania 40. First up, we have the tag team match. And, boy, look at the star power on this one. He got Seth Rollins and Cody up against The Rock and Roman Reigns. What a fucking matchup. Thoughts on this one, dude?
Listen, I literally love 3 of the 4 people out of this group here. It's not that I like Roman. I do. I actually talked about it earlier. I actually like his Dynasty run. I know people hate it. That's why I like it, is because it's something that you haven't seen in a while and because it gets people pissy about it because he hasn't defended. The Bloodline shit is cool. The music he comes out to is fucking gnarly. Like, you know, when he gets in there, he does his job. He's evolved. He can carry a mic now. You know, he's done his thing for years. You know, it's been good. If he continues on the way he is, I'm fine with that as well too. But man, the other 3 guys here, I mean, Cody Rhodes is, I'm a huge fan of Cody Rhodes. Another one of those guys who's like in my top like favorite current wrestlers of maybe potentially all time. I'm a big fan of his dad. I was a huge fan of his brother growing up. I fucking love Cody Rhodes since pretty much day one as he came in his legacy with Randy Orton, and I love seeing him thrive and doing what he's doing. He is the guy. He is the Optimus Prime right now. That's why he's so important. And Seth Rollins has evolved and kept himself relevant. Seth freaking Rollins, he's a visionary. He's entertaining as fuck. He's very passionate. He's worked his ass off for WWE. And then, of course, you've got the great one, the people's champ, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Rock is my childhood, right? You know, so everything that's been going on leading up to this, you know, the swerve, like, you know, is Rock really Cody's enemy? Is there smoke and mirrors there?
Right.
How's the weekend going to end up? Nobody really fucking knows. You know, they keep saying that this was the plan the entire time, but I'm pretty sure the Cody crybabies and everything that happened was changed because they're trying to go along with the flow. Whatever it is, they've been doing a good job of keeping a lot of the kayfabe on this for once, which is great because it leaves everybody guessing. It's going to be a fun match. I'm excited to see this. We haven't seen The Rock in the ring in what, 6+ some years? Yeah. They've been walking that mature like attitude era line. Rock, like we said earlier tonight, beat the Christ out of Cody Rhodes 2 Mondays back, you know, and everything. So whatever is going on, I wish we could see Triple H give one more fucking pedigree. That's my favorite fucking wrestling move is the pedigree. I'm a huge fan. So, but I mean, honestly, like, this is going to be just a fucking, hopefully another barn burner.
Is this Saturday night?
This is Saturday night.
Okay.
This one is Saturday night. So, then the big one will be, of course, Sunday night. But yeah, I'm really stoked for this one to see the final boss, the great one, back in the ring.
Jeff said, I think there's nothing to be gained from this match, though. 3 of 4 of these guys are competing for world titles later on in the card.
I think it, you know, there's definitely nothing to be gained from it, but again, when you got 2 nights of WrestleMania,
you got to have something.
Sometimes you just got to put these dream matches together and stuff, and like, you know, Rollins and Roman Reigns have bad blood. You know, they started out the Shield years ago, so it's crazy to see them at odds end now at this point. You know, so it really is just about story at this point. I think it's not really about gaining anything. I think it's just to kind of continue the story with Rock being in the middle, and, you know, is he or isn't he? Is he truly aligned the bloodline? Is he out for himself? Is it more than that? Like, we don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think more than anything, this is a stepping stone to tell a story.
No, isn't Seth Rollins? He's the one that went nuts when CM Punk came out, right?
Yeah, and that was legitimate, pretty much too.
Really?
Oh yeah, he doesn't. He's apparently, from what I've read recently, and of course, dirt sheets are dirt sheets. You can't take it all with a grain of salt, but apparently they've been getting along fine in the back.
Yeah.
Because Seth is a businessman.
Yeah.
As well too. Like, he understands the business. He's a company guy. But I've also heard that Punk was warned, like, hey, this is your last fucking chance. Basically, don't fuck around, don't fuck up. Just get along with everybody, kind of thing.
Okay.
So he hasn't had any moments quite yet, but given another couple months, we'll see. He's been injured. So, but yeah, Seth was not, because nobody.
Seth was pissed, dude. Like, when they showed that cut, I was like, oh man.
Punk had an interview this week on some podcast, blah blah blahing and placing blame elsewhere. Though I do feel like his perspective on the Jack Perry situation in AEW, if that's really real, I do feel like that's a little bit less on him as well too. But like how he handled the other situations, I don't agree were well. And you know, Khan was trying to bend over backwards to make 2 shows to give Punk give him something like to accommodate him, and he's still, you know, he's just a big bitch. I don't really care. I don't want to talk about him. But you know, whatever. So yeah, he doesn't like Punk. He knows he's toxic as fuck.
So, Tom, that brings us to the final match, the one that I think the world is just really excited about. The ship.
Yep.
This is Sunday night. I'm assuming it's the final.
That's the big one.
This is the big one. The undisputed
Yep.
WWE Universal Championship.
Is he finishing the story or not?
Roman Reigns matched up with Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on this matchup, and then of course, gun to your head prediction to round things up.
So to go back what Jeff said about not being anything gained from that first match, there is a gain from that first match. If Roman Reigns wins, they can play by hit bloodline rules, which means they can interfere in this match. So there is still something involved in there as well too. Like I said, it's about storytelling more than anything to be gained. So the bloodline has all the gain if that's the case.
Yeah.
So that's why I really don't know who's gonna come out of the winner. Like I almost feel like they're gonna have Roman Reigns and The Rock win on Saturday night to have bloodline rules and make it harder for Cody and go uphill battle. Now, there's a lot of bullshit going out there online. People are thinking like, oh, well, maybe Dustin will show up. Maybe AEW and W make amends and Dustin can make a show up. It's not going to fucking happen. I know we wish it would. It would be great if Dustin could show up, but, you know, unfortunately, AEW and WWE are not in the place where they're going to be able to play nice. It'd be great, but sorry, it's not going to happen. But people are saying like, is Stone Cold going to show up to help maybe Cody? Like all this random shit. Like do we really want a bunch of people coming out to help Cody to let's say he wins, right? But he gets help winning. Is that really him?
You don't want that. Yeah. You want him to get it on his own. I mean?
Like, yeah. So, Jeff's thinking Cody wins. I look at it like, listen, I want Cody to win.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He just signed an extension with WWE too. He signed on for more, so renewed contract or whatever, so a couple more years, whatever it is. I don't know necessarily if Roman's going to lose this. I know they want to finish the story and do all this bits or blah, blah, blah. Maybe he does. Maybe we finally get the superhero we need and want, and he gets the belt, and we go from there. But it's leading, like everything is telling you, like, because the climb he's had has been so hard. Typically, when you go through that, the chase is always the best storytelling. Right. It's the best part of it, right? But if they swerve again,
are they going to lean into tragedy? Like,
are they going to do it again? Like maybe they're just going to do the fucking just like what is it from fucking what's the shit from Peanuts when he goes to kick the ball?
Oh, Lucy pulls football.
Yeah, are they going to do that to the fans with this? Like,
man.
You know what I mean? Like. I don't know. Like, I want Cody to win. Don't get me wrong.
Sign him to an extension just to keep fucking him over the next.
Well, because it's probably in his contract that, like, listen, we're not going to win and put it on this year, but, you know, let's work harder and maybe SummerSlam or something else. I don't know. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Because if there's one thing WWE doesn't typically care, well, of course, Vince isn't around now. They don't give a fuck about your feelings. They don't give a fuck about the fans. Now, that being said, recently, especially once, you know, He Who We Do Not Speak of left and they brought The Rock in and things started changing, Rock came on the board, and Khan and Triple H have more control now with the creative. I could be wrong in that as well, too. Maybe they're going back like, listen, we got to follow what the fans want. The Cody Crybabies want him to win or whatever it is. We'll see.
I think they're called the Cody Crybaby.
It's so fucking funny. The Rock has been absolutely just great for wrestling. He's been great for it. And I thought it was funny, too, when he first came out and started really, like, being really old school Rock and being a fucking prick. A lot of, like, younger people that don't know him from those days were, like, clutching pearls and going, like, oh, this is like, I was offended almost. Like, people were like shocked he was doing and saying the stuff he was doing. Like, people were like, that was cringy watching him talk about like the crowd like that, like a bunch of lowlifes. I'm like, y'all don't even fucking know. You guys have been sucking that PG titty for too fucking long, because that's what's happening. Like, this is like what's been going on now is it's scratching the surface of how good wrestling was at one point as well too. So. If he doesn't win, I may burn down a large building. And that is the home of WWE headquarters. So, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I just want to be entertained overall. I'm not some of these marks. Of course, they'll call me a mark, but I'm not one of these marks that always gets too heated one way or another. Like, yeah, I want people to win and stuff like that, but I always try to stop and see like what makes sense from like either a storytelling perspective or what's going to shock and surprise you.
Yeah.
And I care more about those things because in a digital world of dirt sheets trying to tell you this and rumors and everything getting leaked, I have a hard time getting surprised sometimes.
Right.
And that's what I want still. I want to
Okay.
feel that surprise. So that's why, like, if Cody doesn't win, okay.
You cool with that?
I'd, it's the best of that I can be.
As long as it's done in a creative way that shocks you.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
mean,
holy shit.
they should have strapped him up last year because he was lava hot, and they were lucky they were able to maintain that this year.
Yeah.
Because that don't happen. Sometimes when you blow your load in wrestling, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. And sometimes you never see that fucking ship sail again. But who knows? But Cody is it factor. Cody is the guy it factor, and we haven't had a guy it factor since Cena stopped.
Right.
And even then, when he was still around, people didn't want that.
Right.
So they need to do it before it gets stale. Because if they don't this time, that's where I do see that argument.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never get it back.
Interesting. No, that's hype, man. Like I said, there's a lot of buzz behind this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype. Obviously, the card is really impressive, top to bottom. If Kong and Godzilla don't show up to help Cody,
Yeah. Shriek.
Godzilla just comes out and fucking suplexes Roman Reigns. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope, man. All right, but yeah, let us know your thoughts. What are some of the matchups? Maybe some of the ones that we didn't mention that you're excited about. Let us know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to come out on top in the big Undisputed Universal Championship? Who are you hoping to see win? And again, let us know any other matches that stand out to you. Let us know in the comments what you're excited about.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna stop by Saturday night.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can check out the tag team match. That's the one I really want to see because I think you're right. I think like whatever happens, there could be like a prelude to what's going to happen the following night, and whatever raises the stakes, whatever raises the drama, I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Where it makes it even more
You
exciting.
are a drama queen.
I am a drama queen. But let us know in the comments below what you're excited about. But Tone,